All right, going to the movies. Here we go. All right, it's about 9:21 Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. I'm watching. This is like all I keep it on. It's just channels like this. And we're going to go see Toy Story. What are we at? 5? Toy Story 5. And I'll let you know what I think of that. At 10 o'clock, I'm going at 10, so I'll try to get the review up by tonight at some point. It's a rainy day here. I think it rained yesterday too, or started later. It was overcast and went to rain. Usually every morning I check numbers. This is our Instagram, Molly Dog Coffee. But this used to be Pinball Life, and I built it mostly pinball. Now I'm doing more drawings. So here's a drawing one that I did yesterday. A little Lulu. So I put that up here, but I do check number 7. That's pretty good. Someone did share it. So I'm going to be doing more drawing, and then that leads everybody over to my Udemy courses. So let me know in the description which character you want me to draw next. That's why I put the who's next. There's Dad's dump truck way up there. That color, that red, faded red. I would like the faded red, please. It's just because it was in the sun first ever.
Yeah, he only had a truck that size once. I don't remember.
I think he had 2 dump trucks that were red.
Yeah, he did, but I think the bigger one he didn't hold on to that very long. Everything had to have a lot of problems.
Yep, my dad. It starts in what, a few minutes? It's 7:10 on this phone, but this other phone I have is about 3 hours. I like to have one phone in the past, and then this phone says 9:41 for this movie. So after I was a teacher, I was pretty much done teaching. I went into Uber and DoorDash, which left me broke because there's no money in that either. I started TikTok around that time. So for 6 years, I was grinding, and I was down in Florida doing lives at Disney for 8 hours every Monday. And I picked up 15.1 thousand followers. The only problem is TikTok never pushes any of my stuff, and I don't get paid. I got paid maybe $100. A few things went viral. Last year I did a Happy Gilmore 2 thing that went viral, 760,000 views or something like that. I made $23 from that. So there's no money in TikTok. I'm pretty much done posting here. This is just what I'm going to keep up and not really ever post here anymore because it's kind of pointless. It doesn't really get the name out of what I'm doing. I think making what I'm doing now is actually more effective. So this was what I was sometimes posting 50 times a day and nothing. So they probably thought I was spamming. So I just said, fuck it. I'm focusing pretty much on YouTube at this point. All these videos have to come over to YouTube to stay forever. But yeah, this was me for 6 years, and I've changed the name. I was J Draws Disney, and then I went with Honest J, and then came up with Honest Blue, and then Honest Blue Radio. So that's what I am. I created so many different TikTok accounts. This was the one that took off. But yeah, I don't do lives or anything. It's just exhausting. It burnt me out, put me in hospitals and shit. So doing all this work for them, so many hours and so much content. So many other people are doing stuff like this, but one guy just says, "Remember this," and he gets $500. Remember Slinkies? $500. Remember Pound Puppies? $500. But I actually put together good content and I get no engagement. So I said, fuck it. I'll just do my YouTube now pretty much all the time. So this is the 528s that I put up, 528 deep meditation dark screen after 10 minutes to help you fall asleep fast. So this is 30 minutes, and then it tells you how to relieve all the stress. I'm going to try to put these up on all of mine. You hold each finger for a minute until you feel a heartbeat. So if you want to loop any of this stuff on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, just click this upper right hand gear here. Let's see, I can get it. And then it should say playback. Oh, go to more and then loop. You can loop the video. So the screen will stay bright, so you can flip over your screen if you don't want it. But after 10 minutes, you'll get the dark screen. This is 528 hertz for your heart, which is necessary for everybody to have a more peaceful life. So listen to that. We have 3 views. That's after 14 hours, but those views should increase as people start finding this one. This is all I put. I'm going to try to put up maybe a few a week. I was thinking like 2 a day. I'm like, that's a little much. So I'm going to work on maybe one a day or a few a week.
Oh, because it's discount. It's early discount Tuesday.
Gosh, we need to do this more often.
So that's how to move on from your current situation, is just document your life, what you're going through, what you're doing, what you're building, so people know, oh, this person's doing this. Because if you tell friends and family, they're not going to give a shit. They're just going to treat you like you're a little child, like you were when you were young. You know, they see you as that little 5-year-old or something. They don't see you as a grown person, you know. So you really have to build every day. What are you going through? What are you filming? What are you editing? What are you putting out there? I put out something all the time. And I think, well, oh, what do people want to read about? Sometimes I reverse engineer it and say, what is, going on in the coffee world or the movie world, Toy Story 5, which we're going to go see today. I stay out of politics. I do read stuff. I read every day. I try to read and not take in too much video stuff. I like to read different things. I was reading something about American Pickers just the other day, and Frank, who passed away, I think 2 years ago now. And it was, talking about them finding a Aerosmith van in Massachusetts. I wanted to know which town. So then I think about that. What town did they find it in Massachusetts? So they just said a small town, but that's a cool little story. So that's the type of stuff I like to put out. And then you have to think about what you're putting out. Not people don't create. They just go work for somebody and take commands forever. So you either create or you take commands from people, It's about 6 a.m. I was able to go back to sleep. That I one, oh my gosh, was I dreaming about things in the past. Oh. All right, so this is a radio station, honestblueradio.com. I pull it at around 6 o'clock in the morning. This is what it looks like on YouTube. So all these different elements come from my other site, jasonsphotography.com. And then that's so it keeps it off of the computer. This is the sound coming through. So I pull it around that. It's been on for 11 hours. I have to pull it because if I don't pull it, then it doesn't get indexed with YouTube. So they only let you go for about 11 and a half hours to 12 hours. So I hit stop and then I put it back up around 7. I was listening to like this Heal Your Eyes or something like that. So it like got into my brain, I guess, and I just passed out. So that's like 3, 4, 5, like 3 more hours I got out of that. So I'm happy about that. It's nice when I get like the 7 hours, and then a few more hours onto this. Just feel really good, especially dreaming and letting go of shit in the past. I felt like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm letting go. I'm just like telling people off in my dream. Cindy Geiger, you're in my dreams now. It's a nightmare. Fucking nightmare. Jesus. So every morning I do our own coffee, Molly Dog Coffee, mollydogcoffee.com, free shipping. But yes, I drink our own coffee. These are beans, fresh, free shipping. This is from Uganda, which is in Africa. This is one of my favorite flavors, but we have a lot of different flavors on our website, and that goes right to your front door.
I went during a lunchtime from the bank. I think Dad must have picked me up. I don't remember my mother being there. She was instrumental in finding it. And it only cost like $4,000 or something. It was a mess. So I came back to work and I was telling the girls about the house, how bad it was. There was dog pee and poop everywhere. It was a mess. And they said, "Oh, you didn't get it." I said, "No, we bought it."
We bought, that was your first house?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Had to renovate the whole thing.
What did you say the price was on that?
It was around $4,000.
And what year?
That would have been like 71.
1971. $5,000. And then I was looking at a house, it was $140,000, and I had to pay the guy to inspect it. This was 2022. No, what year was that? 2018 or 20. It was like around 2017. I was looking at a house and I didn't go for it. I had to get the inspector there. He's like, "Yeah, that tree's going to cost $3,000 to bring down, and you're on the bottom here, so all the water's going to come into the basement." And there was a board. I think there was a hole in the ground. The tile was all. It was horrible. I backed out on that immediately. Yeah, so a lot of stuff is connected to the heart chakra. That's why I'm focusing on that, to try to heal people through that. Like this music I was just listening to now was eye healing, because like I said earlier, when my friend passed away, Rob Ash, that's when I started having a lot of eye problems in 2003. I was going from HCC, Hoya Community College, to UMass Amherst. So it was that big transition there too. And I was working a ropes course at Saranac Lake for Young Life. I'd just come back from that. It was a lot of stress doing that for free for a month. And then hearing the news of Rob passing away was very hard on me. So it was all that stress. My parents came to get me. And then the people running this thing, Young Life thing with the ropes course, were very mean people. I don't know what's going on with that organization. I don't really dig deep into them. My sister worked for them in Darien, Connecticut for a bit, and then they got rid of her. So I don't know anything about Young Life. It's supposed to bring kids to Christ and things like that. I was involved with it for a little while. I never got paid for them, so I did do Habitat for Humanity down in Florida for a bit, and I had to raise my own money to go on a bus to do that. And then we went to Daytona Beach, and that was when I was young too. So I was doing a lot of free stuff my whole life. I think that's why I started businesses, because I was like, yeah, I'll work for free, but I gotta eat. That's the whole thing. I gotta eat. So that's why I do like the fresh coffee, free shipping. mollydogcoffee.com is the freshest stuff I've drank. Drink our own stuff, because I've tried them all, and they sit in warehouses. If you're getting coffee from the grocery store, the roasted date is a lie, and it's most likely just the date it's most likely the date that the store got it, and um, it's already stale. Coffee has 2 weeks to drink, and then it just starts going bad. So you have 2 weeks to drink it, not a year, and not after 2 weeks. It's gonna not taste as fresh, and you're gonna taste it, especially if it sits in the grocery store and everyone's picking up the bags and smelling them. Even that, I mean, I tried some place that said it was fresh. I won't mention the name, but it didn't taste fresh. My mouth was dry. I was only 7 when the first one came out, and now 43.
But he would get his little wagon and put the papers on it, and then he'd lay on top of them, and he wants somebody to pull him around and deliver the papers like that.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think they did though. Get up, John. You're doing this.
I think you sign on to it, you think of the money you're going to make with the paper route, and they're like, I have to do this now? Shit. They're here. Yeah, we're not doing that. And then they come late sometimes when we were doing the papers. Like, I don't know what time they had to be delivered by, maybe before 5 or something. They show up at 5 p.m.
Nah, maybe they had to bring them to you by 5 p.m. Usually,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
it start getting dark and rainy. Is anyone going to bring us? No, take your bike. You're delivering papers in the rain now.
No,
You have to deliver them that day.
I think that's how he developed eczema, because he'd get up every Sunday morning, never had any rest, bringing the papers around with you guys.
No, it's a stress of life. I'm learning about the heart chakra now, and it's literally all stems to your vision, to your nose, to your brain, everything. If people are working on their other chakras, well, you better clear that heart chakra first. His nose was broken, so there's the heart right there.
Yeah.
So that's skin issues, but the stress of life leads to all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
And sleep issues as well. But yeah, if you're working constantly, that's stress. Like getting up and doing the fucking papers, that is, who's reading the paper today? I'm not.
Nobody.
I read shit online, and I'm sure you can get a membership to a paper company. Like,
Yeah, I have one.
time to cancel that.
And it's fucking.
Oh, well, that's good.
I think.
I haven't checked my account yet. That's why I keep everything in something like PayPal now. I'm like, okay, I never really check my bank account, and then I'm like, mine is $170.
Look how cute this guy is, though.
What is that character?
Beaver? I don't know.
That looks like a.
He's cute, though.
That's all he does all day too. He's like the koala.
I think he's a beaver.
I don't know.
Something like a beaver.
He don't look like a hard worker like a beaver. He's sleeping all day.
Well, he's got that funny tail. That's not a beaver tail, so I don't know. I guess I got to brush up on my animals here. They should have it right across the screen, like this.
I'm trying to identify him. I think I've seen him in a Disney
Weasel.
Cartoon once.
Weasel.
I don't know.
Nice.
Leave it in the comments if you know what kind of character this is. Animal. Minions and Toy Story 5. We're going in. Now, back when I was teaching in 2019, I started a Udemy because I wanted to, well, yes, make some money, but I wanted to teach. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy educating. So this is this month. I haven't made a lot with Udemy, to be honest, but I do have 20,000 students in my courses. So I'm just looking at the numbers. I have 10 different courses. I'm going to be designing more courses. Oh, so these are just some numbers. I don't know if these are, because it did say 2 for this. And like, did I make $9 with that course? Maybe. There was one down here. This is a free course, 12. I think that's a free course, yeah. And then this one, I think I did have. But I'm going to do more drawing courses and more Procreate courses. I do have a Procreate course. I think I have a Procreate course. Anyways, Udemy, I'll link all of this down below, but yeah, I'm going to be building more courses. The how to draw course is doing pretty well at 43, but there was one down here that I had 100, and so it looks like people like to draw how to draw cute cartoon animals. That's we're going to be focusing on that, and how to create your own characters. The crazy thing with this Udemy is when I was sick around October and in the hospital, I was making money 11, and then November as well 11. So this is my earnings until now. I haven't taken Udemy crazy serious. September, that's when I got sick. So I made zero, but I was making money January, even into 2024, I was getting sick. In September, again, $0. But yeah, now I'm taking Udemy serious, even though at this point with the performance, I'm already at 20,000. What am I at? 22,000 students. 28 this month. Like I said, I've only made 200 and something bucks, but now I'm starting to really ramp it up with Udemy and multiple courses coming soon, free and paid. Yeah, so I put it back up around 7 o'clock at in the morning, and then that goes until nighttime, 7:30 around that. So I stop it. Coffee is not fresh. If you're getting the dry mouth after you drink coffee, the coffee isn't fresh. So yeah, we're not bringing toys into Toy Story.
Why?
Because it's a movie. All right, one toy.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Softy.
One toy you bring in and you play with it during the whole movie. Don't pay attention to the movie.
Come on, let's go.
That's funny. One toy for Toy Story. My mom has her Toy Story shirt on, every character outline. This is a LuLaRoe shirt.
Yeah.
So she's going to wear that. No one will notice, though, because no one's even at the theater.
I know. Well, I think it was Sarah said that 4 people had already bought tickets.
Ooh, 4. Wow, it's going to sell out. But never sit at the front of the theater, because we went to one last year, I think, Lilo and Stitch, and it was sold out, and everyone was at the front. Those were the only seats left for us, and it was horrible to sit with my neck all crimped. Mom said we got to climb the stairs. It's only about 100 stairs. Oh, God. This is the first showing? Is this the first showing? We're not going to be late. This movie, it starts at 10, but it's going to show the preview at, oh God, it's packed. I guess these kids, oh yeah, that's right. School is out. School is out for the summer, so. So I have been setting up the lights in here. Then I put some over here that go down there. And then I do have the lights for the TV, although some are hanging down. I have to fix those. But yeah, I do like, and yeah, you can change all these to any color. Everybody likes different colors. I'm currently in this pink mode. Still got to sell this TV, an old LG 2013 that I won for like $5, and then I replaced it with the nice Samsung newer set, and then I have a set over there. Yeah, so freaking waking up at, gotta get my glasses, 6:34 in the morning. We're about 1,377 watch hours in 3 months or so. You got to get to 4,000 to get partnered with YouTube. The thing is, you do have to have something, like we have our Udemy courses and coffee, mollydogcoffee.com and reallySassyStuff.com for SVGs and coffee mugs and shirts and stuff. So you have to have something on the back end, which I'm always pushing people to, and I usually put that stuff down in the description. So it's not just about being partnered with somebody. You can be partnered and get your ads and stuff like that, but it's about just creating good shit. Over on Facebook, when I write, a long rant or something, it's just, is it funny? Does it keep me engaged? When I'm reading it, does the photograph I'm using keep me engaged? Is it a real photograph? So that's what you have to think about when you're creating is, are you putting out good shit? Most people just want to put out shit, not good shit. So, and then some people don't even do shorts. Like, I might even take this and put this into a short. They don't know how to edit, so they just, or they edit too much. That's what I've always built in public. When I was a teacher, I put stuff up. I had Jason's photography on here. I think I've changed the name to something different. And I would do vlogs, daily vlogs, what I was doing, and as a teacher. And they told me to stop. I was showing mostly me, and I would interview some kids, ask them a question of the day. And they told me to stop unless I wanted permission slips for every kid in the school, which I don't know what the numbers were, but I could have done that and I should have done that. Just said, all right, I wasn't doing anything wrong. They acted like I was doing something wrong vlogging because the school was so fucking boring. Pope Francis Preparatory School. And I was a tech teacher. They didn't make it fun for me at all. They gave me old computers, told me I'm going to teach accounting, which I knew nothing about. They didn't give me Photoshop. They didn't give me Procreate. They gave me nothing for 2 years. And then they were like, oh, we're getting a new school. So they gaslit everybody. They gave me no programs then. And I did animation, stop action animation with a $5 program I'm going to be using very soon once I clean out my phone, or I'll use my other phone. Anyways, I've always built in public, and that's what people have to do, whatever you're going through on a day to day, or your job. If your job allows you to film stuff or film before it,